Hello and welcome to PHC TV. In this small movie, we'll be able to watch how PHC software can help generate more and better results in nowadays companies. This software is divided in three major areas: customers and suppliers, treasury and banks, and finally, stocks and services. Please be seated and enjoy the following presentation. One of the factors is undoubtedly the versatility. Therefore, you can have at your disposal a working environment which can be fully configured to perform your tasks in a very effective way. PHC provides the user a set of tools and information with parameters able to be adaptable to a person's needs. These tools can be found at the central panel, where you can view a set of analysis and indicators, access the programs that you use the most, thereby aggregating in a singular place the most interesting and important information to the performance of your tasks. You can quickly be aware of how sales are compared to the same period of the previous year, where customers whose debts are greater than a certain amount, 2,500 euros in this particular case. Or for example, being able to examine an information panel based on graphics concerning the state of a company's specific business area. All these features are designed to provide the valid tools to help decision making so that you can be promptly informed about what are the most important things happening in your business, and that you may, if necessary, take steps to rectify possible errors in good time before things become critical. Another important factor for organizations is their agility. Therefore, another important area of the software is the browser. Here, the user can immediately access some software features, such as the appointments schedule, where you can easily visualize your appointments on a certain date. Internal messages, where the user can have a total overview of all the messages posted by other users and which have not yet been read or answered. Or, for example, you can reuse a program that has been recently accessed by going to the browser area, where you can find all recent programs you used. Or you can even try to find any option of the software by just typing a few letters of the feature you're looking for. Let's, for example, choose customers and then go to customer named Ada Ibeira. Here, you can observe several important aspects, such as its unsettled current account and a mix analysis of the products that have been sold to this same customer. In this analysis, you can have several other choices which allow you to have a total visibility on the most diverse viewpoints related to these items, aspects to be taken in account regarding the performance of the product itself. You can check the customer's debt collection monitor and get an overview of all the financial data concerning this customer. Check the average delay, the balance in debt, and debts according to date of issue, monthly detailed. You can even check collections. While still in customers, you can click on internal dossiers and check the ones that have already been entered, or if you wish, you can even enter a new one. In this case, I will use a customer's order. Here, you can insert a product for each line, or choose what you want from a list by entering a question mark. You can also copy a product from another document, for example, a proposal. In this document, you can choose whichever product you need and copy them into the order. You should now save. The next step will be making the invoice related to this customer's order, having only to choose the document to be done. An invoice in this particular case. And as you can see, with a quick and simple click, you can make any kind of document, gaining time and minimizing written errors. After entering the product's names, it is still possible to combine a customer's cash advanced receipt. In this case, you must go to the folder Settlements and choose which receipt you want to use. This will immediately cause a reduction on the customer's total debt. After this, please save. You can consider an end to this process issuing a receipt to the customer. For that, we're going to the Management menu, choosing the option Current Account Receipts for Customers. Here, after finding the customer in question, you should click, which will present you a list of the customer's unsettled debts in order to choose which amounts are going to be inserted in the receipt to be paid. This being said, you can end a simple documental circuit by starting off at the customer's profile and ending it issuing the receipt. As you can see, all of this is done using very simple and quite effective means. Another aspect that characterizes PHC software, and perhaps one of the most important factors to increase profit, is how you get to the information. What you'll see next is not an analysis, but it is a very dynamic way for the user to know anything about a specific subject. I'm talking about drilling down. Actually, this means that the user can discover a whole documental circuit from anywhere in the software. As an example, I will start by choosing a customer. Looking at his data, you can see his current balance. You might be surprised about the amount being so high. But if you double-click over the value, it's immediately shown the detail of that same balance. If you then double-click one of the listed records to find out which document contributed the most for this high value, you can see that none has been even partially paid yet. If you click the button Origin, it will send you directly to the invoice itself. Looking at the invoice, you can see in detail which products were used in this document, and clearly you will understand why the debt is so high. If you double-click again, but this time over a specific reference or product name, you will immediately be sent to its stock record. If you double-click Transactions, you will see its transaction statement, and double-clicking it again, you'll be sent to a purchase. And finally, double-clicking will take you to the supplier's form. With this feature, and assuming you're permitted to do so, depending on the level of access that is given to the user, you can easily make corporate decisions with just a few clicks, not depending on anybody or anything to do so. Finally, you can access corporate analysis that will give you a global view of the business. For that, we'll use the dashboard. Here, the decision maker gets the big picture of his company, where he can see sales data, purchasing, treasury, and the annual and monthly profitability compared to the previous year. On this screen, you can even know which are the outstanding debts of customers by age. Page graphics can show the company's evolution from sales to purchases. And you may even choose which type of graph is best from among several available. On the page where it says Customers, You can see the highest outstanding balances, as well as their distribution by date of issue. On the page named Suppliers, you can see information in all similar to those of customers. Finally, the page devoted to the invoicing details allows you various ways to explore these amounts. I wouldn't like to conclude this film without mentioning one of the premises of choice for the software users, the working monitor. And here, I'd like to introduce one more factor towards the success of both workers and businesses. I'm talking about organization. This is a tool that promotes and enhances productivity and organization of tasks because it gathers in the same place all that you might have to do. An example might be checking the sales proposals waiting for approval, messages unanswered, the tasks that await execution, and so on. All this is configurable and adjustable to the real needs and working tasks of each user. This is the end of our presentation. I would like to thank you for your interest. Until next time, goodbye.